Well, howdy there pluckers, Ivis All Fingers back with you again for hopefully another interesting lesson. This is my take on an old song from Simon and Garfunkel called Old Friends. Okay, this is taken based on a live version they did. Standard tuning, capo on the 4th fret, puts us into the same key that they played it in, okay, which is a key of E, okay. Quite a tricky little number, okay, played with fingers, no pick involved in my version, okay. So hopefully you've seen my playthrough I did recently. It's hopefully it'll be showing you exactly how to play the song, the way I worked it out. It's not exactly the same, no doubt, as the original version, but it's pretty close, okay. So I'm going to start off with the intro. They're going to break this down into small parts, okay, this lessons, so there's going to be 2 or 3 lessons on this so we don't get overloaded. So let's get to it. So starting off with the 2 chords on the intro, which is F major 7th and C major 7th, and these 2 chords feature very heavily in the song, okay. Very simple. First one is an F major 7th, it's just a standard F chord but with the bar lifted up. So you're only fretting the 1st fret of the 2nd string, top string open, toppy string open, and you just strum it 4 downwards, like that. Then you go to a C major 7th, which is a basic C chord without the 1st finger. So the 1st finger is taken away. 2nd string is now open, and you do it 5 downwards, and you just repeat that. I think they did it 4 times round. I did it twice on my playthrough, so it's up to you. Do it as many times as you like. Okay. Very pleasant little intro. And then you do it 2 times with Old Friends. Old friends, old friends. A couple of times like that, and then we'll go into the 1st verse. Okay, so you've got that. It's a very simple intro, and this is what now we're starting to do double stops, where you play two strings at the same time using 2 fingers. I'm using mostly the thumb and my 1st finger. Okay, and the first phrase is this. Okay, so what we're doing there, so it starts off with this one, the 3rd fret of the 4th string along with the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. I'm using my 2nd and 3rd fingers. You use whichever finger is more suitable for yourself, okay, comfortable, whatever. And again I'm just plucking the thumb and the strings with the thumb and the 1st finger. Okay, like that. So that's that one, first one. Second one is very simple, it's just the open 3rd with the open top E string. So you got, then with this one, 1st fret of the top E string with the 2nd fret of the 3rd string. So you got, that's sat on there. Okay, then we do this. Park bench like. Okay, so that's open 2nd string with the bottom E string on the 3rd fret. Okay, so thumb on the bottom E string, 1st finger's playing the 2nd string. Okay, then the open 5th with the 1st on the 2nd, and then we got this one. 2nd fret of the 5th string with the 3rd fret on the 2nd. So first 6 plucks are got that slowly. Okay, so that would be sat on then I'm forming a C chord, standard C chord, and I'm doing the 5th string along with the top E string. So the 3rd fret of the 5th string, top E string open. Then I'm playing the 4th string on its own, 2nd fret. 2. Okay, and that's bookends. Okay, so it's sat on the park bench like bookends. And we do that one again, 2nd fret of the 5th string with the 3rd fret on the 2nd together. Then we form an A minor chord and we play the 5th string open with the 1st fret of the 2nd string together. So now you've got this. Slowly. Sat on the park bench like bookends. As far as we've got. Then I play the 4th string and then the 2nd fret and then the 3rd string, 2nd fret. So it's so the whole line. Sat on the park bench like bookends. Okay, the next line is this one. Newspaper blowing through the grass. Okay, what's that? So it's bottom E string, 3rd fret with the open 2nd. Newspaper, that's the open 5th with the 1st on the 2nd. Then that 2nd on the 5th with the 3rd on the 2nd again. Newspaper. Then we go back to this one, 1st on the 2nd with the open 5th. Here we go. Then we play 2nd on the 5th with the open 2nd. So you go. So that's newspaper blown through. Okay. Then we go back to that one, 2nd on the 5th string open with the 1st on the 2nd. So you go. Okay. Then we do that 3rd on the bottom E with the open 2nd. So that's newspaper blowing through the grass. Then you play the open 4th, open 3rd, open 2nd. So it's newspaper blowing through the grass. Okay, so it's open 4th, open 2nd, so open 4th, open 3rd, open 2nd, falls on the, and I get, well, the way I play it was, you play that, and then you go open 2nd, falls, then the 3rd string open, on, then the 4th string open, the, falls on the, okay. So that whole line is newspaper blown through the grass, falls on the. Okay, so the whole, so far the first 2 lines. Sat on the park bench like bookends. Newspaper blowing through the grass, falls on the. Okay, then we form an A minor. Okay, round toes of the high shoes. So it's basically form an A minor, and it's just 5th string, 4th string, 2nd string, twice. So it's falls on the round toes of the high. Then you play a G, the 3rd fret bottom E string, with the open 3rd and the open 2nd, twice. So it falls on the round toes of the high shoes of the old friends. Then back to the beginning bit again, the intro, F major 7th, C major 7th. But you only do that once, old friends, and you just play this C major 7th twice more. Okay, and that's the first section that I'm going to cover. Okay, so let's just do the whole thing slowly. Okay, right from the beginning I'll do 2 lots of intro and then the old friends bit. Okay, so you could do this 4 times if you want. Now the old friends bit twice. Old friends, old friends. Right, here we go. Sat on the park bench like bookends, newspaper through the grass, falls on the round toes of the high shoes of the old friends. And that's where I'll leave it for now. Okay, hope you enjoyed that. Thanks very much for watching. Hope it made sense to you, and I'll see you in part 2. Bye for now.